One was holding gun, the other one was holding cutlass, and I was just in the middle. I can tell you that the moment I start my bike from that point, I did not stop until I get to Kano. When I told my mom said it's not possible. My dad said, oh Lord, because 5,920 kilometers. I can say that is equivalent to me going to Spain from same Abeokuta. I've done the whole Nigeria. My name is Hafsoh Babatunde. I'm 29 years old. I'm an immigration officer and also a fashion designer. I started biking last year, September 2022. And I've been able to ride my bike all through Nigeria and beyond. My latest achievement was riding to the north, the whole 19 northern part, including FCT. The trip wasn't easy initially because everybody believes the northern part of Nigeria is not peaceful and it is somewhere you can just embark on anytime. But I told my friends and family that I would like to go with their support. It took time for them to agree, but they actually agreed after some time. And when I started the journey, I started on the 4th of June. I started from Abeokuta. What motivated me was because initially I thought I can't afford a car, so I feel bike will be cheap. And because my friends that have car is always complaining of mechanic this, mechanic that, and I felt maybe I should buy bike instead of a car. But when I bought the bike, I can say the bike is much cheaper than the expensive around it. But thank God. Why I choose the north was because before going on the trip, I have northern friends that come to this part and they will say they have this, they have that, they have good road, they have good hospitals, I'm always like, how are you people that are far hand having good things? How come? So one day I said I'll go there. You know, northern part is not a straight road, it's like zigzag. So I can say that at some point I need to pass one route like 2 times. Like when I was going to Lafia, I have to pass Lafia like twice. Same thing as when I was going to Sokoto, I have to pass Funtua like twice. I'm not conversant with those roads because I passed them more than once. Since to Yobe, I was welcome at the Emir's Palace, which makes me feel happy. I can say when I got to Katsina, I received a very nice hospitality. In fact, that place is home of hospitality. I was taken down to Daura where I took Fura Dununu, and now I'm even longing to have more of it because it tastes different and it's awesome. When I got to Sokoto, I met people. I was even told, I was sat down to talk to children and females there to encourage them that they can do things if they want to do it also. That I was like a motivator to them, and that gives me more zeal. I was happy. And the children were glad to meet me too. Google Map reliable? Is Google Map reliable? In the northern part, I can say Google Map is reliable because to some extent it leads me well to where I want to go to. But the only issue is if I'm supposed to put Umaru and I mistakenly put Amaru, I'm lost though. That is it. The most anxious and dangerous part of my trip was firstly that no man road scared me. I was sad. At some point I was crying and I was in fact I don't want to remember that memory. It isn't a nice one. That is one. Secondly was I was riding, I got to this point, Jigawa signboard, billboard or something. Then I stopped just to take a picture to update my people that I'm still on the way. Then there was this guy coming from the north and one was coming from the west. One was holding gun, the other one was holding cutlass. And I was just in the middle. I don't understand what they're saying. And they are both facing me. I feel like something just evacuates me from that space. I was very, very scared. And the two of them were facing me and they were just, their voices, their choice of voice is like commanding. So I was scared and I don't know what to do. But I remember a friend that I met in Yobe, the prince, told me whenever I'm in any situation, because I don't understand Hausa, he said I should just call him. So immediately I put a call through, then he gave them the phone. I gave them the phone. Then after communicating with them, he said I should leave there immediately. That am I trying to cause dispute? I said I don't know anything. I can tell you that the moment I start my bike from that point, I did not stop until I get to Kano. I did not even pause. I was riding with at the highest speed of my life. Those are the two challenging parts. And maybe when the car hit me in Gombe, that was one of the disastrous parts that I felt like giving up, because the condition really affected my bike. Until now, I'm still dealing with it. My parents' reaction when I told them I wanted to travel to the north. When I told my mom said it's not possible. My dad said, "Oh Lord, Bikoko." That was what they said. And that I went back home. I have to think of how to make them believe I have to go. So I don't live with them. So I used to go visit. So from that time, I have to start going home like frequently, like almost every day to go and see them. So one night I sat them down. I told them I would like to go. If they did not support me, I will I will not have the mental health to do the whole trip alone, because I'll be disturbed. I'll feel if anything go wrong and they get to know, it won't be nice. So I told my mom that I'll try to take due precautions. And there is this biker friend, Ibisho Fekun. He was able to help me to talk to my parents that I will be safe. And that after that we talked about it and they later agreed. So the only thing I can say I did was, when I started the journey, once I'm on the road, once it's like 2 3 hours, I have to stop and call them to let them know I'm alive and I'm still safe. So that was how it happened. The only mechanical skill I have is to service my bike, change the oil, and lube my chain. On my way I had chain issue, but one good thing about biking world is there is always someone at the other hand that is always ready to receive. The whole trip to the northern part in one trip is approximately 5,920 kilometers. I can say that is equivalent to me going to Spain from same Abeokuta. The trip was done once. Most people have done the trip, though not have accomplished that trip in one, because the north is like, I can say why. There is this northern east west part, there is a northern north part. So to get the whole thing done at once wasn't easy. There are some places I have to pass like twice, because that is the center to the other side. Like me passing Gombe like twice to where I was going to, just like passing Funtua also. So it wasn't a easy task. I didn't mean I did the north part once, came back, did the southern part once, came back. It will have been easy. So it wasn't a easy task going around the whole thing once. In one trip means not turning, not stopping, just continuously doing it. It took me less than 3 weeks, but more than 2 weeks. Challenges that I face as a female biker is at times when I'm riding, especially alone, and people get to see some people, these most road users that don't understand, who always want to pull you off the road like suave. But admin is a man, they won't have that. They will both face each other and challenge each other. So I can say maybe one or two, most especially those truck users, they always, and if it is maybe when they now get to see that it is a female, they now change like, oh, I'm sorry. But if there was meant to be a damage, it is done already. I've done the whole Nigeria because I'm so conversant with. I did Ocean in one day. I went morning, came back the same day. I did the whole this part like weekend. I go morning, come back in the evening. I had the best experience in Calabar, maybe because of I went during the festival and the kind of people that I met. Well, on my trip to Calabar wasn't funny because I remember the word that they used to say that the Calabar people used to eat human beings. But when I got there, they did not eat me. They were really accommodating, and I saw different cultures, different things, attractive people. So it was a really nice place, and I would like to go back. Yeah, I've been able to ride outside Nigeria. I've been to Cameroon, I've been to Togo, and I've been to Cotonou. This is my first bike and this is my only bike. I wish I can afford another one soon. I would like to go for Honda NC 750.